Welcome to Bottom Line Sports Talk. I'm George Abraham. You know my partner Albert Cameron. Albert, too many times when we talk about baseball, it's about nobody getting any hits and batters batting 180, and Pirates run this guy out there 7 for 52. At least she got some RBIs.
Yes, not only did she get RBIs, but she broke the record.
Yes.
Congratulations to Nikki Sabane.
Good job.
All-time leading RBIs. Also in a win over Robert Morris. 131 for her career. George and I truly believe there's a word clutch in sports. I know they don't believe it in these analytic worlds anymore, but George, 131 RBIs, that means she came up with men on base and delivered. Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well done. And
yeah, I don't understand
too,
that.
Nikki, somebody had to be on. Don't forget those gals in
That's
front
the
of you.
humble part of it, right?
Yeah, that's the humble part.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. I couldn't do this without fill in the
And
blank.
I think that YSU will give a tribute to her, and she'll give it back, saying thank you for her teammates.
Don't you come off sounding better yourself?
No question.
How about when you see these humble guys, they like the freak?
Yes. That's why they like playing with him.
Like, and he's like, I have to play harder. It was 16 fouls to 0.
Yeah, that's why they like to play.
And he
play with
says,
him.
we just got to play harder. He said, none of this. Wow.
I've seen enough crying. I see enough of it all the time.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't.
Yeah. Youngstown State
How about
football team. Interesting what's happening in the portal. I didn't see this happening a lot, but it is. Players in your own league transferring to another team in the same league. And YSU has benefited from that, getting Western Illinois' linebacker Gray Benton, started all 16 games, so you know he's a really good player. And now he's going to make YSU stronger on the defensive side of the ball.
54 tackles, 6 tackles for loss.
Yes.
That tells me he likes to go over on the other side.
Yes.
Which, can you have too many of those guys?
No.
Wonder if he has a buddy or something.
Bring another one.
Hey, let's face it.
Today's world, that's
this is
what
Wild
it
Wild
is.
West.
Totally.
Yeah,
And
if you
we'll
wanna
talk
see-
about it later, but it's just
Yep.
it's not changing. I don't care what they do about it. But George called it his best one. He has a lot of great lines. One of his great lines is, "Yeah, I guarantee you when they're shaking hands after the game, they aren't saying good game."
And you should play for us.
Yeah. Hey, we need a linebacker
The
next year.
thing is, the story goes that Draymond was calling Durant in the parking lot.
He was. He did.
You know,
That's in the book. That's written in the book.
Okay, so I mean,
he definitely did it. Yeah.
So, I mean, here's the thing. Till they make it illegal, that's like people are upset, this guy, that guy. The bottom line is it's crazy.
Yeah.
But until they
didn't think it was going to happen. That's what bothers me.
No, it gets worse. Guy had a line to me today that was the best line I've ever heard. He says, he said, they honestly thought it wouldn't affect recruiting.
That's what I'm saying.
What did you...
We sat on this show. Now, we always talk about our humble pie, that sometimes we're wrong. But many times we're right. And we sat here thinking, the rich are going to get richer. Alabama took 5 players. Remember, 5.
Now, you don't think they're any good, do you? They weren't playing Juliana College.
They were the best player on the team they took.
Absolutely.
Yes, they wouldn't take them. They wouldn't
play.
They'd have no chance of playing. So that's Alabama. A&M, who had George has talked about us all the time. Jackie Sherrill's story about the money
Writing the
that's
check.
just write the check out. A&M will write anything out. What did they do? This race started writing checks out, and A&M gets #1 class in America. It's not a
How
coincidence.
about that kid at Miami? He was upset the dude from Kansas State was getting $800,000.
He knew it was going to happen. Jealousy.
He says, look, he goes, I'm out. So all of a sudden he's not out. No, that's the other thing.
They forgot about
what
the repercussions.
Did you think? And here's my question. I always used to ask Al this about Lance Armstrong. I said, what do you suppose they're doing to keep the guys they're keeping if these guys are getting that much to leave?
Amazing. Now the what's it called? They come into the picture. The benefactors or donators or alumni or whatever, the billionaires.
Endowment.
Yes, they're saying, wait a minute. I like winning, so
We can do this.
we're gonna. I can do this legally.
We've found, the schools that are really tough academically are going to suffer the most. The
have no
Stanfords,
chance.
Northwestern, Vanderbilt, they have no chance.
Yeah, the days of those teams being good are going down the drain
don't see
because
how they can.
their academic high standing will not allow for it.
Remember, we had the Vandy coach on. We said, do you check the portal? He said, we look. He said, but we can't,
Yes.
can't use it.
Yeah.
Now, we have
Yes.
another guy whose son does it for Central Florida. He's 24/7
every minute,
on
right?
it,
Every minute. In local news, Austin Fitch has a powerful track team, proven with the winning the 41st Optimus Meet Championship, racking up 81 points. Their relay team will be in the top 5 at state with this time of 42-4.
Oh, 4x1, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, and to get 40, to win it, I think it's down to 42-1 or 41-9, 41-8, but they're that close. Just improved their handoffs. Donnie Ellis, Brody Herman, Dan Evans, and Cam Smith. Work on your handoffs. Get in the best shape you can, and go for it all. Nick DeBola also won the championship Saturday, winning the hurdles with a time of 15-1. Congratulations to that. Cam Fields, Nick Plant. We said we'd be talking about him forever and ever on this show. He set 2 records in the 1600 and in the 800. Congratulations to Nick. But we aren't done talking about you, Nick. You stay healthy. We'll be on the day of state meet. We'll be talking about you then too. Youngstown State. We don't want to forget this last one. Jade Cody. She's a great bowler. I'll tell you how great she is. She made Team Canada as a freshman, going on in the World's Bowling Championship. So congratulations to Jade also, and we have a lot of sports at YSU we try to hit on, and locally.
No, they've done their spring sports are really.
Yeah,
they've
do.
been that way. We've been on for a long time, and they've been on. I'd like to see the football make a little comeback.
Yes.
And basketball. Then you talk about a sports program that's loaded, and what hurts is the most visible to are football and basketball.
Yes.
Whether it's right or wrong,
That's just the way it is.
it's just the way it is.
Yeah.
We oftentimes have that come up on our radio show or something. I said, it's just what the people are interested in. We're not.
It's on TV. You can see that.
Yeah,
I mean, anybody puts on the NFL, it's on all year
It's
round.
No, they've, and you know what hurt? Baseball's made it easy for them.
Mm-hmm.
They've almost killed themselves.
Yeah, when every game's 2-0, 1-0.
The other day, the Pirates, the guy was just telling me in the car, and bases loaded, 3 straight strikeouts. There was your old launch angle.
They're not even thinking about it. That's the way they
You
play.
wouldn't want to keep the ball in play. Maybe some way. They could miss it if you hit it. I guarantee if you don't hit it. What Posey wrote say, you can't make it if you don't shoot it.
Yeah, if you want to go old school, which I do, first and second strikes, if you want to swing hard, do it. But once you get 2 strikes, the object is not to go back to the dugout with the bases loaded.
Right.
You put the ball in play and get an RBI. Instead, they go right down there. They swing the exact same. Yeah.
They're on and on.
Exact
Now,
same
we've
way.
talked about that.
So many times.
And I like what you said. We discussed this one time. And now, if you're hitting 320,
I don't care. Don't
stay
change a
in
thing.
long.
Don't change a thing.
Staying in. But this guy for Pittsburgh, 7 for 53. Wouldn't you might you change?
Yeah. I see lineups with about 5 of them like that now, though. Before we'd laugh about 753.
Yeah.
There's 5 in every lineup. I'm not joking.
No.
200, 160,
And you know
140.
what the surprise of the year is? What the DHs are hitting in the National League. They thought the Oilers would bring it right up there. They're missing just as many.
Yeah, because they're swinging for the fences.
Absolutely. Let's talk NBA. I'll tell you, that Final Four on both sides, there's nothing wrong with it. Like I say, we always talk about during the year, half speed, maybe Cadillac and taking the game off. I don't see it in the playoffs. Let's talk Golden State, Memphis. Now, here's the thing. I saw the line come out, and it was extremely high, so I figure Morant's not playing. No. But I also know what they did without him during the year.
Yeah, they did. They were outstanding without him.
Would you?
They
Don't
were
you
outstanding.
think that's a little high, double digit?
Yeah, they didn't look into what they did without him.
They couldn't have.
No, because they were 19-3. I think that was the record
No,
without
good
him.
point, Al.
Yeah.
Albert's right.
I don't know. One thing I don't know, because you know the NBA better than me, I don't know if they played a lot of lousy teams in those time period. I don't know who they beat.
That was where they running through the bottom like you can't see her.
I'm not sure about that.
Let's talk about them a little bit. If he's doubtful for Game 4, now they do get the guy back that took Gary Payton
Brooks,
the
yeah.
second down. That'll help. They were screaming dirt on that play, but the league said no dirt. He dove for the ball.
Yeah.
It looked like he grabbed his knee in
Right.
slow-mo, but he didn't. Now, the other three, let's talk Phoenix, Dallas. When after the first 2 games, I was thinking to myself, this could be 4 or 5. Then he and I, we both don't like the fact that Doncic just has the ball. Don't get me wrong. I know how good he is. He has the ball too much. And then they said, we need another scorer. And Al and I would like to know how you can score
You can't.
without the ball. Do you know anyone that could score that doesn't have the ball?
No, it's never been
That'd
invented.
be a new thing.
Never been invented, and that's D'Antoni's offense. That's why he's the one who invented it. If you're scoring like Harden did, you called me last night.
Oh,
if
gee.
you're scoring, then it looks really good.
Oh.
But if you're shooting fadeaway threes, 5 in a row, and you don't hit, then all of a sudden the score changes immensely.
You know, when Brunson gets his legs is when they give him the ball and sit him out for a few minutes. But they have to figure a way that they can both have the ball.
They can't.
But
There's only one way they play.
That's 2-2 now. Now, we also said this. We've had a lot of little things over the years, but this thing's gold. Complimentary players at home.
Yeah, that always
The other day,
happens.
this Green, now he misses every shot in Miami for 2 days. And I'm like, man, would they get this Lionel Richie-looking dude out of there? Then they come back to Philadelphia.
Makes every shot.
And it's like he's in his backyard.
Yeah, George is right that players 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, they play so much better at home. I wish I knew the reason. Looks like the same.
So do
court.
they, because they would.
Right.
Now, Boston, Milwaukee, here's the one. Monday night's the big game. 3-1, they're going to be hard to overtake. 2-2, it's a coin flip because you have 2 of the 3 games in Boston.
Those two teams are dead even.
No, you can tell
They
from
are.
the lines
They're
like a
dead even.
1-point line. But we agree on one thing. Tatum can't shoot 2 for 17.
And that's why they think he can't come back and do that again. So that's why they made the line like that, thinking a good player will come back and play better. That's exactly right.
And he's one of my guys I was really disappointed in. Because you know who's going to play well? Let me give you a tip before the game. The freak.
Yeah, he's going to go to
He's
the
going to
basket.
put that shoulder down. What would you do?
Well, the key is, and you said it, the key is how you officiate. Like I think he should be out every game.
And they're at home,
He
so.
runs right over people,
lowers that
and they call a block. And so I don't know what to tell the other team.
And they're home too. Now, if it was in Boston,
I don't know.
Oh, let me tell you.
They just
Hey,
call
I have
them.
to tell you
It
this.
drives me nuts.
Because I've never seen a game where I honestly thought the refs were looking for somebody.
Wow.
Chris Paul. Let me tell you, and I hate him. So this is really coming from the other end for me. He gets 3. First of all, coach lets him get the 4th foul before half. That's on him. So now he can't play right.
Right.
But listen to this. The second half starts, and you know that famous play with the great point guards. I know you did it. You'd get an outlet, and you'd see a guy coming, you drew it from him, you run up your back.
Yeah, cut him off.
Hey,
I know.
foul on Paul.
You don't see that call
He
too
said,
often.
I'll say I've never seen it.
You don't see that call too
Now,
often.
I've seen this,
Right.
and this, and this. I've never seen that cutoff. And
Amazing.
I thought, are they looking for him?
I don't think they
Then
are.
his
but
family
I
got in
don't
a
think
fight.
that- Yeah, that's pretty sad
That-
too. Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'm going to say this. Don't get me wrong. No excuse ever for, harassing someone to the point they can't root for their team.
Right.
But I'll say one thing, that greedy NBA, they got stinking fans about as close to that bench as they can
Yeah,
be.
they do. They do that.
You look down and you go, get in for, it's Al. Never
Yes.
mind.
Yeah,
It's
they-
not.
oh, yeah, they get every fan. Yes,
But let's
they're-
talk about Philly,
Yes.
Miami, because I'm calling out. I said, if this Harden misses one more shot, I said, I'm going to need a new
That's all it
TV.
took was one
I'm
call.
going to need a TV because, boom, boom.
He made every shot after that.
Woo!
Every shot.
But
So why are they playing him, George? So why are they playing
get
him?
him out. I'm telling him. And then he started the fourth quarter. Hey, I'm going to say this about the man. He might be a little chunky in the middle, but I know he's strong. He throws these like this, like the passes
Right.
you love. He'll throw one from the right
Oh, yeah.
top to the left corner wing.
It does.
Like this, Al. 100 miles an
Yeah, he
hour.
does.
So I know he's strong as
Yeah,
a
he
bull.
is, he is.
And let me say this. Another guy I don't like, but I'm not dumb enough to not admit my mistake. Joel Embiid.
Oh, he's a stud.
He is a
Oh,
man-child.
he's a stud, yeah.
No, hey, can they win that series?
I'd say no.
Really?
Because home courts are just dominate. That's why.
Oh, I said this. I hit like 11 in a row. I said to him, I'm killing him. He goes, yeah, the home team wins every game. I said, other than the Milwaukee-Boston, he's right on.
I'm winning, so I'm telling
And
that's why.
and once you come, Go State won one game. In
I don't
Memphis.
even look.
You just take home team.
Yes.
I
I don't care what. I don't care who.
No, because you're not picking them. Yeah.
I don't care what's
When
happening.
the line's small, you're only picking a winner.
But I don't even care what the line is. It doesn't make a difference.
You're covering it. No, I know.
No, every
Monday night will be the first
every
test.
wager
Yeah.
on Twitter,
If
on
you're
TV.
losing, it's on you.
Oh no, everybody's winning.
Hey, let me ask you, Jimmy Butler, 40 points. You don't have him in the superstar category, though.
No, not at all. He's
Even
a
with
star.
40?
No, he's a star, not a superstar.
But
No.
I'll say this, he needs help on the. Hey, what happened? The kid from Michigan became persona non grata. He's played 1 minute.
I have no idea
The
why.
D3 guy, the shooter.
Yeah, Robinson.
Yeah, where Hero's. I noticed on Hero, like he's gotten better with the ball.
Oh, he's a good player. He's a good player. Yeah. There's so many Kentucky players we
They
don't know
said the
about.
other day about Hero, they said that when he first got there, he was liking the nightlife a little too much.
Probably would like
he's
that.
a young kid. But
Yeah.
the stars all stacked up except Tatum in Game 3. Home court's the ruler.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
as simple as that. Let's talk Major League Baseball because we have a recurring theme. I like when we talk about YSU, somebody setting an RBI record. Nikki, in the stinking MLB, you don't have to worry about it because everyone's batting 160.
Yeah, and when you watch a game, very very seldom these days do you see high scoring games. The games are such low scoring. It doesn't matter who's pitching. You know, in the old days you say, "Oh, it's a great matchup today, great pitching matchup." No. It doesn't matter. You got the worst pitcher or the best pitcher. They can't
Let me
hit.
talk to you. See, the modern day better MGM, Rivers,
All those, yeah.
they can all play 5 innings, and because of the nature of the game, it's probably the way. Share that with some of the people. Maybe.
Well, it's just a fact that the starting pitcher is going out after twice to the lineup.
Okay.
Yeah, so it could be the 5th or the 6th, either one, but they're going out of the game. So if you're betting the starting pitcher, or that day you think he's
And that's
gonna,
what makes the odds.
yeah, he's the one who makes the odds.
Yeah.
He'll be out in the 5th inning. So now you got to say you better check into the bullpens on the other teams.
Yeah.
Find out how good
And did
they
they
are.
all pitch yesterday and all that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Girardi a little bit. Taking pitchers out. Now you understand, Al and I, we don't like analytics, but we know they exist. I want to know what analytic it is taking a guy out 78 pitches.
They don't even count
What
pitches.
is that,
They
Albert?
don't count pitches. I just got done saying. Once you get through twice through the lineup, they say we're coming out. Analytics says if you face them the 3rd time in the lineup, you're
Their
going to
average
get hit.
jumped up.
Yeah.
Hey, let me
so
say
I don't
this.
care if the guy has struck out 13 and not allowed to hit.
Now, see, here's what
He's
I
coming
think.
out.
I go so far, but my thought is, now, if you got Rivera out there, you got Chapman out there, you have Houston Street, but they're bringing in these jabronis. Well, the Philly Met games, 7-1, they hadn't lost in 335.
Right, that's not happen. Doesn't happen.
It just doesn't happen.
No.
And I'm asking you, why are they taking them out? And you're saying it's done the night before.
Oh, every time. Yes.
The GM.
Not the night before. In February it was done.
So they're not.
Yeah, they talk about it. They talk about it in spring training.
So the day of the high-priced manager's probably going too.
Oh, for sure. You see it. They aren't paying any money. They're not paying any money to managers. They know the general manager makes every decision. No, not even the general manager. The people with the computers. The people that are running the
We
analytic
know a
part.
guy. We know a guy.
Yeah, the analytic people make
and
the
I'll tell you
decisions.
this, he won't tell you anything. Now, you want to talk about working in
He's
the Kremlin.
tight-fisted. Yeah, he's tight-fisted.
I try
tight-lipped.
to get a T-shirt
Yeah,
out of him.
you're
when
not
they
getting
were playing.
tight-lipped. No.
Hey, now the Mets, off to a hot. I was thinking, oh, old Buck, but then you told me last week what they spent. $70 million more than the third spender.
Yeah, people don't write that. That bothers me that
Yeah.
we did the research on it. They're talking like the Mets should not be
I
winning.
don't know. Why are they winning?
Why are they winning? I'll tell you why they're winning. They went out and signed Scherzer. That's what they went out and signed Marte. All of a sudden you have 2 All-Stars playing
And they already
in
were
the
a little
game.
better. Yeah.
A decent team.
Yeah.
And they went out and got their bullpen together. So yeah, they're so much better than they were before. But if it's a long season, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
And let's say that again. They spent $70 million more than the third team.
Yes.
And if the Dodgers don't get Bauer back, they'll be
And the
even
Dodgers,
ahead.
right?
So it's incredible. Now, finally, Moneyball, Billy Bean, all this nonsense. Finally, it's catching up with them. We thought maybe, but then we said, well, let's wait because they seem to have a plan.
They do though, and that they gave up on this year on purpose.
Okay.
They tanked on purpose. They said we'll give this year up. We'll get 11 great players in the minor leagues and be good again in 2 years. So they do have a plan. That's the one team that says we can't win what we have here. The money's getting too high.
Can't outspend them.
Yeah. So we'll get all 11 prospects, and all of a sudden they'll show up. Not this year. Following year again, Oakland will be good again. They have a plan. Them and Tampa have the best plans.
And then we'll talk about Pittsburgh a little bit because this weekend they played the Reds. And basically the Reds, let's be honest, they're not trying to win. No, they go in there and don't. I'm watching yesterday. I went out for dinner. sitting there, I'm looking up. You know, I don't like Sheldon to start with, so I'm waiting for him to make a mistake. He's better not hope I'm one, because I go right to the computer, right to Twitter. Sheldy, beer shower Sheldy.
Beer shower Sheldy.
He takes the pitcher out. He's Mr.
He did it too.
Mr. Bullpen.
See, we were talking about Wheeler. Thompson was dominating yesterday. I don't know where he just leaves the game.
Comes up. Where'd that ball? That ball's in Louisville.
Just left the game.
And how about that redhead first? They could have had him for like $1 million.
They aren't spending an extra $1 million though.
Pittsburgh.
That's what I'm saying. Yes.
Not even $1 million.
No.
It's sad.
Yeah, they're not.
And he jacked that ball. I'm not sure it came down.
He's had a terrible year though. He just happened to have a good game yesterday.
Well,
He's been so lousy.
But that's good. I'm glad.
That's why the Reds are losing though, because they decided to go on Moran, who's a 130 hitter.
And Votto got, he's...
And Votto's done now too. He's done.
Yeah.
For the first time ever, he's one of my favorite players.
Let's talk NFL. Let's talk. We got about 10 minutes. Let's talk about the mini camps. You know they're around the corner. They brought the rookies in. Now they want to look at the rookies mixed in with the veterans.
Do they all go to minicamp, George?
No.
That's what I thought. No. I didn't think they all went
Most of them. I'll give you a quick story on that, just so you know. The kid from Altoona plays for the 49ers. And pretty good
Givens.
pass. Yeah, about 6'2", 280. And, the last couple of years, he lived in Altoona. He gets a call 2 weeks ago. Said, Kevin, we want you out here from now on. We went, and a cheap apartment's $3,500 a month.
Right.
It's not living in Altoona. You understand? Altoona, you can live like a king.
I think he can afford it.
Oh yeah, but still,
I have a feeling he can afford it.
$3,000 a month is a lot of money. The basic salary is about $650. I mean, that's a lot of money.
But he's not a $650 guy.
Well, he just got a contract.
Yeah, he's got a bigger contract now.
Because when he started, he was on the practice squad.
Now he's got a big contract.
Yeah. Still no landing spot for Baker Mayfield this week, maybe.
He better hope so. He better hope so, because Cleveland doesn't want him.
I said that the other day. It was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking about that with him. I was thinking about Baker Mayfield. His only playoff win was against the Steelers, and so was Tebow's.
Yeah, that's true.
Hard to believe, because neither guy ended up. Well, I think he's going to. I don't know where he's going to land or what's going to happen. I don't think. Are there 32 better?
No.
Okay.
No, he's a starter in the pros.
Okay. Now you and I have a problem. First of all, the Ravens are interested in Jarvis Landry. There was word that Browns wanted him back.
Oh, did they?
And then I heard it. But you and I have a problem. Who are the two biggest advocates of Kenny Pickett? You and I.
Uh-huh.
But my God, Albert, he's going to win 27 Super Bowl stuff.
Who's saying
these
Pittsburgh
Pittsburgh nutcases.
Oh, it's a Pittsburgh media.
Oh.
See, I don't follow it, so I don't understand.
I
They're
get him out of there the first day.
They're
Get
Pittsburgh
Trubisky. He's in there and he went. And I'm thinking, this poor Trubisky, all he wants is a shot. All he needs is I know he's better. All he wants is a fair shot.
Pittsburgh fans are, that's what we see locally.
One of ours.
Yep.
What they say,
Oh,
ours.
yes.
We, like they're French. We. All right, now, NCAA football, the portal. I just saw the other day, Baylor's quarterback ended up in South Florida.
They're everywhere. It's a hard time keeping up with where they're at.
And that's not done.
No, not even close. Not even close. No, they'll be changing places at the end of June when they find out that they named Harry Jones a starter.
Pitt's still complaining about Addison leaving for the money. When they got someone that was okay, they're claiming he wasn't in the portal when he was poached. I say good luck proving that when the Supreme Court voted 9-0 to basically take all the power from the NCAA.
They have no power.
The NCAA is. I want to talk about the Texas running back. I know he's good because I saw him play. 8 NIL deals. 1 is for a Lamborghini. My buddy told me they retail at $800,000.
Yeah, I don't think the alumni guy is blinking an eye. He said, "You want 2 of them? I'll get you 2 of them if you want."
It's hard. Now, how about the Tennessee quarterback? You and I agree on him.
Yeah, he's just an average
He's
Joe.
not Peyton Manning.
Hooker's $8 million. He couldn't even win the starting job at Virginia Tech.
No, I don't find him.
It's Tennessee's.
Do you
attack.
find him pretty?
It's Tennessee's attack. It makes sure everybody look good.
When they come to Pitt the first Saturday, they play Thursday, West Virginia. When they play Saturday, that scoreboard better be oiled
Tennessee
up.
games always are.
Yep.
Yeah, that's where they play up and down fast.
Some of the coaches are complaining. The fact they could make $8-9 million and leave at will caused all this.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because the first thing the NIL people point to is what do they say? Campman left. Campman left in the middle of the night and went to LSU.
They do say that.
Yeah. Let's talk USFL. No one knows they're playing. But I do know this. Jeff Fisher is still being fish.
Jeff still coaching. Jeff's still coaching.
Yes,
I didn't even know he's still coaching.
I turned it on the other day, and flipping through. I think I was watching a interesting Magnum PI. He finally got together with Higgins at the last show. So I'm looking and I'm like, okay, they're going in to score. Fisher's team. He tells them, no, don't score. He said, kneel down. We'll kick the field goal. Now you and I know is that a recipe for what?
I have no idea why they do that.
What happens?
Yeah, and a wide right, or wide left, or a bad snap,
no,
or
they
something.
miss
Yes,
it.
yes.
Now I will say this: the good news for Fisher is nobody saw it.
Yeah, I guarantee I didn't see
Oh,
it.
Albert, geez, oh my God! You know how they shoot the extra point? You know,
No fans out back.
no, the ball's just laying there.
They won't collect the ball, huh?
No, let's talk horse racing because for the trillionth time since we've been on the air,
Nothing like this.
no,
Nothing like this.
80 to 1 shot. Now, when I say nobody had it, I put it in capital letters.
Yeah. The owner had it. That's who had it. Other than that,
Yeah.
he would have been on. I mean, it's hard to believe
And the
this could
job
happen.
runs right down the road.
I
Tell
know,
the people, though.
I know people watching the show said, hey, I've met him 17
Recognize
times
that
in
name.
Mahoneyville. I've had him over this track a million times.
You
Yeah,
know,
so,
if there's a track where I can't pick a winner, Mahoney Valley. You could give me tomorrow's paper, and I'd get it wrong.
maybe you have to bet the jockey now because he brings them home. He brought that one home.
No, he didn't blow it. He was at Butera the day before because Youngstown's closed.
Think about that. That is quite a story.
Absolutely.
That is quite a story.
Absolutely.
The more telling part of that story is he jockeyed a great race. I mean, he had a lot to do with the win.
I heard a guy yesterday say, he goes, listen, I want to get something straight here. He said, you people who think that was a fluke, you didn't watch the ride.
Yes.
And I see it coming now. And I got the other two, of course, which I get squad-duped. But I have the other two. And I see it, and I think it's a 2. I've never seen a 21. The Saddle Club. I've never seen a 21 in my life. I can tell you what color the one is. He's red. I can't tell you what color the...
Yeah, my family said...
Did they think it was a 2?
They said, we don't know. No, they said, what number was that? They knew it was something
You didn't
different.
know, did you?
No.
Okay. I was
No.
going to say.
No.
Amazing.
Not a chance.
Now, let me ask you. We had the one, and he was coming like a
Yeah, he was. He came strong.
buzzard. Now, will they wait for the third one?
They should.
You'd wait.
Yes.
Too soon to start with.
Yeah, I would definitely wait. Longer race, let him come on strong. Yeah.
Oh, he'd have won.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
All right, we have about
I would
2
think they
minutes.
will. I'll be
Okay.
shocked if they don't.
No reason for the Preakness.
No.
Now, obviously, the winner's going because there's a $5 million
Yeah, that's why he's
bonus.
going. Yes.
Okay. They started the publicity.
Interesting.
train.
I don't. He can't be the favorite.
Well, that's interesting now that you
You
say it.
understand? Usually, the winner of the Kentucky Derby is the
Well,
favorite.
they give
in the
him
Preakness.
4 to 1. I think I'm going to break my rules. They're already pushing this Buck and Aikman thing for money. It's going to be big. They're making pound money, put it that way. A big fight last Saturday. Canelo Alvarez, one of the greatest fighters of all time. He was pointing toward another payday and forgot to get ready for this fight. And guess what happened?
He get beat.
And I'm going to tell you too, El. If you can beat him on a decision with the way these Mexican voters are and stuff,
So he got killed.
he
in other
got
words.
spanked.
He got
and
killed.
it ended up 115, 113 on 2 cards.
So he got killed. Okay.
Absolutely. MMA the other day, they weigh him 3 times. Now, there's a scale at the hotel. There's a scale in the back. Then there's a scale where they weigh him, in the public, where they point. You know how they do, and they hold them apart. Half point, he makes it both places. Comes out on the scale, he's a half pound light, half pound heavy. They said, you got an hour to lose 8 ounces.
Couldn't lose it.
He was so sucked down, had to forfeit the title.
Wow.
Fights anyway, they vacated. He chokes the guy out in 3 minutes.
That's the part that shouldn't have happened.
Well, he doesn't win though.
But I'm saying that really makes him look bad. He goes out and kills the guy.
Yeah.
And then
Half a pound over.
Yes.
Yeah, no, really.
Right.
It's amazing. Last thing we're talking about, I want you to tell the people, we got about 30 seconds. NHL playoffs, what your favorite time of the year is and why.
That's all I watch right now. That's all I watch. I'm a basketball coach for 30 years, and I won't watch the NBA. I'll watch the Stanley Cup. Hopefully it's a close match game. Goes overtime, and then I'm on the edge of my seat the whole time. That's
He's
why.
got me watching too, so now you know. Thanks again for watching Bottom Line Sports Time. We'll see you next week.